Welcome to DevCloud. I am Myra and you are watching our CSS series. Today in this CSS series we are going to discuss about color, how to set colors to your element. So in my HTML page I have some H2 headings and some paragraphs. My HTML file is very simple. So to set my background color I could use my body element name as my element selector and then curly bracket. For background color, I can use property called background color and column. Now my visual code gives me some suggestion. You can see there are some color names. There are about more than 100 color names we have. Okay, and there are also mentioned their hexa codes. We can also use hexa codes. For example, I am going to set aquamarine as my background name. Now if I want to change the font color of all my paragraph, what I can do, I can use P as my element selector, then curly bracket, and I can use property color, and I can set color, any color I want. For example, this time I am using brown color. Okay, there is another way of choosing your color, which is by using RGB, which is red, green, and blue. The minimum value of RGB is 0 for R, 0 for green, 0 for black. This means that I do not have any red color in it, I do not have any green color in it, and I do not have any blue coloring. What it means? It is a black color. You can see just in front of your color name there is a small color icon. On over the color you can see a color plate. The maximum value of RGB is 255. For example, I have a red color, so I am setting it as 255. Now my paragraph color is all red. If I want to set it as purely green, I can set my green color part as 255 and set others as 0. So now my font color is green. If I want to set it as blue, I can set blue as 255 and other parts, which is red and green, as 0. Now my paragraph font color is blue. There is another way of declaring color is RGBA, where A is alpha, which is used for transparency. The minimum value of A could be 0 and maximum value is 1. If we set our A value as 0, it is full transparent, then your text will not appear. The color is full transparent. If we set it as 1, it will become no transparent at all. If we want to set some 50% transparency, we can set its value as 0.5. So we have now 50% transparency. There is also a way of setting your color, which is when I hover on the color icon, you can see in the top, if I click, it will change. It is the hexa code. So another way of setting your color is hexa code. Okay, for black color I have all values as 0, which means we have 6 zeros. 2 for red, 2 for green, and 2 for blue. Okay, if I want to set my color as red, the minimum value of hexa code is FF. For that, I can use FF over here. Similarly, if I want to set color as purely blue, I can set red as 00 and FF and green as FF. So my font color is now green. Similarly, In a similar way, I can set blue color S by setting blue part as FF. Now my font color is blue. If you have two digits of red as same, here I have both the digits of red as 0, so I can replace it as one digit. Similarly, for green part I have two zeros, so I can replace it with 1 0. In a similar way, I have two F for blue. I can replace this with one F. If you have pair of similar digits and alpha value, you can replace it with a one character. Okay, for example, I want to set color 808080, which is some gray color. But this time my two digits of red are not same, my two digit of blue are not same, and my two digit of green are not same. So I cannot shorten this code. So another way of declaring a color is using HSL, which means hue, saturation, and light. If I go, if I drag from here and go to the white color, my hue, my saturation, and my light, hue and saturation is 0, and my light is 100% because my color is lighter one. If I go to the black portion, my hue and saturation remains 0, and my light set to 0 because this is the darkest color. Okay, if I drag from my this side, you can notice that if I go somewhere middle, in the middle, if I go somewhere in the middle and drag from this side, you can see my hue increase. And if I go at the bottom level, it becomes 0 again because this is a circular color page. So if I go to left to right, you can see there is a decrease and increase in saturation. If I am over left hand side, my saturation is 0%, and if I go to the right side, my saturation increase to 100%. So these are some common ways to set your colors. Now I want to give you an overview of a useful website, which is colors.co. Here from this website you can have overview of some of the color themes. You can select color themes from here. Okay, you can select color theme from here. If you like the color, you can copy it. If you do not like the color, you can replace it with some other color also. You can replace it with color of your choice also. Okay, but the most important part of this website, which I like most, is when I go to the tool and I go to the contrast checker. I found it very useful. You can use it. It will check your contrast and give you suggestion that the color contrast is good or not. Simply you have to do is you have to paste your hexa code of the color in your background color and the text color, and it will calculate the contrast of your background and text. So what I'm going to do is I'm opening my Visual Code Studio, and I will go to the color icon and change my color name to hexa code by clicking on this. So this is our hexa code. So just copy your hexa code it is a background color. So here I am setting it in the background section. Okay, and then I am setting my paragraph color to hexa color and selecting my hexa color of paragraph and simply paste it in text color section. So you can see the website suggests that my color is poor. This is not a good one. This is not a good color. For larger text, it might be okay somehow, but for the small text, it is very poor. So I can here change color from the palette and see which color best suits my website. Okay, so I choose this color and now you can see it is giving me that this contrast is super for both small text and the large text. So what I can do, I can simply copy my text color from here and paste into my website. Okay, so checking the contrast of your website color is very important. It makes your website more attractive to your users. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more insight on the fascinating world of technology. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.